What would you say makes for a good king? Well, I decided to Google the attributes that make for a good king, and I have to say, I wasn't disappointed. Look at this list. A good king they have to have a rule of law. They live to bless their people. They possess wisdom. They're decisive when needed. They provide good directions to their people. They have a vision for the nation, a connection to God, and they provide victory over enemies. I think that's a really great list because you see, when I look at Jesus, I see the very same things in him, including that last one, victory over enemies. Make no mistake, one of the clear themes in Scripture is what the Latins refer to as Christus Victor, which means the victorious Christ. Now let me ask you, when you read the Psalms, do you see the victorious Jesus? Do you see his victory over temptation in the wilderness? Do you see his victory over sin at the cross? Do you see his victory over death at the resurrection? Do you see his victory over the world, over Satan, and over the enemies of God's people? Do you see the victorious Jesus as the white rider of Revelation who goes forth conquering and to conquer? Do you see the victorious Jesus who adorns his church as a bride? The victorious Jesus who will one day come again and make all things new. Do you see it? Because you see, it's all right there in the Psalms. David saw it, the prophets saw it, and you and I are invited to see it too. So what does this mean for you and I today? It means that Christ's victory becomes our victory, so much so that one day we too will rule with Christ on high. Because the wonderful part about being a Christian is that Jesus' victory becomes our victory, so much so that we too will one day enjoy the victory over sin, death, and the grave. The church will be victorious because Jesus has won the victory for us. And that was our nugget for today. Please have a look at your lesson, and we will see you tomorrow.